Oh, what it do? It's your boy Merle back again with another reaction. Before we hop into it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out my Spotify playlist, SoundCloud, all my social media links down in the description box. Let's hop into it. Today we got D Smoke, and it's Black Habits official video. D Smoke is the artist who won. Is it called Rhythm in something? But on Netflix there was a show called Rhythm in something, and the guests, well, not the guests, but the judges were Cardi B, Chance the Rapper, and T.I. And from that show, and it was like a musical competition. From that show, there was a winner named D Smoke, and he's from Inglewood, California. Whoop. And he's a rapper. So to be honest, I didn't watch the show. No, not for any reason. I just never got around to it, and I haven't listened to any of his music. So he's released music prior to this, but I haven't listened. And he just dropped an album called Black Habits. I watched him on something. I don't know if it was Big Boy or Hot 97, or it was like an interview somewhere that I just saw. And so I was getting a little more acclimated with him personally. He seems like a really good dude. I like, anything like Black Power. So let's check him out.
Every day God is born and finds himself in human form.
Okay. All I'm gonna say right at this beginning is D Smoke, don't you do us with no slave type of stuff. The last thing I want to do is see us depicted as slaves for the millionth time.
Himself to find true wealth within. In his tribe, his health is prized possessions.
We're never gonna get over being slaves. I'm sorry, it's like a trigger. I feel like we're always slaves. But the cinematography on this is awesome. Like, whoever shot this did an amazing job.
Super good.
Things like this are triggering. It's just like, I feel like we always see us as slaves. Picking cotton, looking at massa. Okay, I will say I love this shot. And this was the thumbnail. So this is really what got me intrigued to watch the video, because I was like, I saw his interviews and I kind of liked what he was talking about. He kind of was giving me like a Kendrick Lamar type of vibe, and like just what he was talking about in his freestyle and everything. And then I saw this thumbnail and I was like, a nigga on a horse, I was just like, ooh, and he looked classy, and he just looked like he's going to do the polo, like he's going to a polo match or whatever. And he got his riding boots on. I just thought it was going to be that type of vibe. I didn't know he was going to be like depicting slavery. Does he got boots on? Oh no, he don't got boots, my bad. They look like slave owners from 2020. Like, she looked like she got a Fashion Nova top on. I'm dead. This song's in the key of life, and love is in need of more. Young nigga from Inglewood, barefoot on the cedar floor. If black music is the blood, then my heart has been beating more. Now all eyes on me, 'cause I'm young. I don't know. I just don't want to see us picking cotton and stuff, though. Like, and I understand it's a part of history, but it's just so off-putting, kind of. Just like, I think this is the best part of the video. I'm gonna call it now. Him on this horse, looking prestigious, with this tree with like this fern and everything on top, like the moss and stuff. This is tight. Like, I'm loving the scenery and stuff like that. And then it's like, I just wish we weren't, like, this wasn't a slave concept though. That's the only thing.
Black habits, it's black medicine. Everything black.
So I'm assuming they're showing either like despite the slavery, despite all the hardships, we're still excellent. We still come out on top. We're still creative. We still have hope, spirit, all that. You see them doing their dancing, their interpretive dance and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm assuming that's what it's saying, but I don't know. I just felt like there's so many other ways for us to do like black habits, black excellence, like all these things he's speaking in the hook. I feel like we could have depicted that in like a more, I don't want to say like positive way than like rehashing the slavery concept.
Chucks, black chucks, everything. Everything black, hug, black love, everything. Praise black Jesus, play black Moses. Give them flowers while they still give black.
Okay. Now, like I said, I haven't listened to his music, so I was only going off like his interviews and stuff by comparing him to like Kendrick Lamar. But listening to the song, he sounds like Kendrick Lamar's cousin or something. Like, it's definitely that same type of vibe. I mean, them being from the same place doesn't help, but he clearly manipulates his voice to like rap and like, I don't want to say sing, but like carry a melody for like hooks and stuff like that. I can tell he switches up his flow a lot. He might be really creative in the way he delivers. And then his subject matter on top of that. Okay. I like that. Skin the walk, and you walk, and you walk, black. Like, I'm liking the song. The song is fire.
Every time they hear this, they gon' say we made an anthem. Life ain't a fan. The shit ain't black and white.
I'm so gay. I'm literally so gay. Like, it's a whole song about black, just black excellence and the beauty of being black, black habits, and all this type of stuff. And he got his shirt off, and I'm over here looking at his print.
Despite me your dreams and Bruce Lee your tantrums, to me that bullshit and go Michael Jordan, go Samson, knock down the walls around me, strong and dark and so handsome.
Okay, strong and dark and so handsome. Ooh, caption. Oh wait, so now we done went from slavery to Queen and Slim. Like, was it? I know it was not raining cotton.
Black as the street that's now with the palm tree. I'm black as the night sky when you broke your radio, bacon just don't mean. Black as the bottom of Chuck tape. Black as the fuck hate. Black as the burn rubber hitting.
He is really speaking like the way he's rapping is like a poem. It's like really poetic. It's almost like an open mic with a beat behind it. He reminds me, I know you guys aren't going to know who this, well, I don't know if you'll know who this is, but I have an old best friend of mine. His name's Nate Howard. He's a poet. He's been on, like, I think all of Ty Dolla $ign's albums or mixtapes projects. He's like the poet on those projects. The way he's speaking and the way he delivers reminds me of Nate. The hook really, really is giving me Kendrick Lamar. Okay, they're doing their praise dance. Okay, so I think it might just be showing different time periods. This might be like now we see him buying up all the jewelry and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. That was another thing I learned. He's fluent in Spanish, and he was like a Spanish philosophies or something like that. But his major in college was like Spanish philosophies or something similar. So he was able to teach himself fluent Spanish. That's pretty fly. that he's speaking Spanish in the song kind of threw me for a loop because the song is called like Black Habits, and he's talking about black excellence and black culture and stuff like that. And generally speaking, you know, we don't speak Spanish, but I don't know the full history, and I know that there were like Africans and Afro Latinas and Afro Cubans and just the Afro, community. So I know there's like Africans that do speak Spanish. So that's why I don't want to like be I don't want to be incorrect when I'm speaking about like history and stuff like that. But I think it's interesting that, something that isn't really widely known to black people as speaking Spanish, that he incorporated that anyways, which I think is pretty fly. Like, he's clearly more in tune with history and stuff like that, so clearly he knows, and he studied it, so he clearly knows where it originated from, who spoke Spanish. Like, I know I was watching his interview and he was talking about like Africans speaking Spanish and stuff like that, and so that's why I don't really want to comment too much on that, because I'm only from America, and in America Spanish is not our language like English is, and that's it. So but this is really interesting. Aww. I like that he has the kids in here. Okay. I'm really liking this. I like that he has the kids hanging from the trees. Where'd he fall in? A pool? Where'd he fall? Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, so I was talking about the slave theme and stuff like that. Even though everything I said is still valid, I'm just tired of the whole slave vibe. I'm tired of us showing, like, I get it. We've seen it 1,000 times. It's happened. It's triggering. But he's actually doing it for a bigger purpose. He was showing the slavery, basically showing where we started and where we are now. Like, we went from being slaves to now we're able to own and buy the house that was the plantation. Like, he's buying the house that was the home to the slave owners. Buy land, not jewels. So when it showed him in the jewelry store, this is basically what he's saying: buy land, not jewels. Because how are we going to progress as a people if we keep, spending our money on frivolous stuff and not investing in our communities, not investing in our people, so on and so forth. Okay. All right, so that was D-Smoke, Black Habits. That video was pretty dope. I really liked the cinematography, just the whole scenery, the background shots. I liked all the shrubbery, the trees, the moss. All of that was beautiful. My favorite shot was him on that horse. He just looked regal. He looked really good, really strong. Like, it was picturesque. It's like a painting that goes on your wall. That was pretty cool. The song, I like the songs, definitely giving me major Kendrick Lamar Kendrick Lamar vibes. But that doesn't take away from his talent and take away from the song being like important for us and just being a good song. And he sounded really good. So he was speaking that real, And I liked at the end how, although I didn't really agree with all the slavery type of stuff, I like how he showed, kind of like pulling yourself from the bottom and then making something of yourself. And we came from that and now we're here. So showed him buying the slave owner's house or whatever, which is pretty cool. Yeah, D-Smoke, his album just dropped, Black Habits. I'm gonna check it out. I like D-Smoke. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, check out my Spotify playlist, SoundCloud, all my social media links, and we'll see you in the next one.